Santa. Have yourself a merry little Christmas throughout the year. Have yourself a merry little Christmas night. Have yourself a merry little Christmas night. Okay, we're going to read the Donkey Cabbage in 3. Let's see, my whole Santa Claus video. I don't want to squash him. I don't want to squash Santa. Okay. There was once a young huntsman who went into the forest to lay in wait. He had a fresh and joyous heart, and as he was going thereunto, whistled upon a leaf, and an ugly old crone came up, who spoke to him and said, "Good day, dear huntsman. Truly you are merry and content, but I am suffering from hunger and thirst. Do give me an alm." The huntsman had compassion on the old creature, felt in his pocket, and gave her what he could afford. He was then about to go further, but the old woman stopped him and said, "Listen, dear huntsman, to what I tell you. I will make you a present in return for your kindness. Go on your way now, but in a little while you will come to a tree wherein 9 birds are sitting, which have a cloak in their claws and are plucking at it. Take your gun, shoot into the midst of them, then will let the cloak fall down to you, but one of them will die and will drop to death. Carry away the cloak. It is a wishing cloak. When you throw it over your shoulders, you only have to wish to be in a certain place, and you will be there in a twinkling of an eye. Take out the heart of the dead bird and swallow it whole, and every morning early, when you get up, you will find gold pieces under your pillow." He entered the house and was well received and courteously entertained. Before long, he was so much in love with the young witch that he had no longer thought of anything else, and only saw things as she saw them, and did what she desired. The old woman then said, "Now we must have the bird's heart. He will never miss it." She prepared the drink, and when it was ready, poured it into a cup and gave it to the maiden who was to present it to the huntsman. She did so, saying, "Now, my dearest, drink me." So he took the cup, and when he had swallowed the drink, he brought up the heart of the bird, and the girl had taken it away secretly and swallowed it herself. But the old woman would have it so. Hence, therefore, he found no more gold under the pillow, but it lay instead under that of the maiden for a quench. The old woman fetched it away every morning, but he was so much in love and so befooled that he thought of nothing else but the passing of his time of the girl. But when the huntsman had had his sleep out and awoke, and perceived that his sweetheart had betrayed him and left him alone on the wild mountain, and said, "Oh, what treachery there is in the world," and sat down there in care and sorrow, not knowing what to do. But the mountain belonged to some of the wild, monstrous giants who dwelt therefore and lived their lives there, and he had not sat long before he saw the three coming towards him, and he lay down as if he were to drink and sleep. And then the giants came and first kicked him with their foot and said, "What sort of earthworm who lives in here?" The second said, "Step upon him and kill him." But the third said, "This would indeed be worth your while. Just let him live." And yet I ran here. When he climbed higher towards the summit of the mountain, the clouds will lay hold of him and bear him away. So saying there passed by, but the huntsman had paid heed to their words, and as soon as they were gone, he rose and climbed up to the summit of the mountain. And when he had sat there a while, the clouds floated towards him, caught him up, carried him away, and traveled about for a long time in the heavens. Then it sank lower and let him down on a great cabbage garden, girt round about walls, so that he came softly to the ground on cabbage and vegetables. And brief, but my analysis of the donkey cabbage is knowing the difference between the good and the bad message, and being able to all together the knowledge that you undertake. Again, that's knowing the difference between the good and the bad message, and being altogether knowledgeable in your undertaking. With that, always, true mercy, Feliz Navidad, and say bye to Santa.